guys, first of all, it's kind of a lighthearted question. When you saw Justin Siller on the game program last week, did you think someone snuck in and figured out your plan?
Well, I thought that it was going to be a blessing. I said, man, look at this. This is all going to come together, and the bad luck's going to all go away. But that lasted about 2 seconds. So.
About 3 yards.
3 yards. Well, he actually got 1 yard, and then he fell for the next 2 yards and then hurt his shoulder. So, typical of the season.
So
right
it's
there.
no longer the Sports Illustrated jinx. It's the Purdue cover jinx.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I thought it was jinx before that. I'm not sure what it is, but we did get some great news with Keith Smith being able to come back. So
right.
We feel like all the bad luck's behind us and all the good luck's ahead of us, and we're looking forward to the future here.
So it's for sure he's coming
got an
back?
answer on that?
Well, I don't know if I was supposed to say it, but they got
good. So.
yeah, it's been reported. I don't know. It's been reported on ESPN that he's got the first part of it cleared. I guess through the. You probably want to ask Tom on it, but we feel good about him coming back now.
Just with how's Rob been able to throw this week? Any improvement in that area?
He has improved a little bit. He still has that steel plate on his finger, on his index finger, but he's trying to accommodate for it, and I do see a lot more velocity on the ball this week than I have in the past.
Is that just the fingers you feel is healing a little bit better than the last week, or is there something else going on?
I don't think it's really healing, and I don't think it's going to be healed this season, but I think he's been able to adapt to it and adjust his grip a lot better now, and he knows where it's hurt, he knows how it's going to come off, and he's been adjusting his other four fingers accordingly to try to get a little bit more velocity on it.
And what about with the exchanges? Have you seen kind of an improvement in that area this week?
They've been better. I've kept him away from some of the tougher handoffs with his right hand, just to make sure that we don't put the ball on the ground and practice some bad things. So we got to make sure, calling plays is going to be critical as far as what he can do and what he can't do again, and it kind of becomes a management nightmare out there when your quarterback can't take a snap from under the center, you can't hand off with his right hand, he can't throw it, and then you got to call plays. So you got to be careful in what you can call, so he can execute it.
That kind of eliminates a lot of your playbook, doesn't it?
Well, about 3/4 of it we can run left. We can run left right now.
I actually just need to ask you two kind of random things. Charles Woodzow, how has he done in practice so far? I don't know how much time you spend watching the guys who are redshirting, but I mean, have you gotten any impressions on him yet?
Oh, Charles is he's definitely in our plans. He's a big, tall, physical receiver, and with all the injuries we had at the wide receiver spot, we were real close to bringing him out of redshirt. We felt like as big and as tall as he was a little thin, that we wanted to make sure we gave him a legit chance to be successful the first year. So we went on and committed the red shirt to him, but he's going to be an outstanding player for us here, we feel.
And then what about Justin Sims? Just kind of stockpiling some stuff on some of your younger guys here.
Yeah, Justin came in, he played quarterback in high school, but we always recruited him as a tight end because we had him in camp. And we put him in the tight end drills in camp, and he's getting really big. He's about 240 now, and he's got some strength and has some natural instincts at the tight end position, and I feel real good about him too.
Deron Flood. Yeah.
He's got a recruit coming in.
Okay. Let me just get this one question.
Deron Flood, he's no longer with us.
Oh, he's not?
No, I think that's been public. I don't know, but
Okay.
I'm probably stepping all over myself, but he's not on team anymore.
Okay, well, good to know.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gary. And then Joe Gilliam, I know you guys were pretty high on him early on. Has he kind of maintained it?
Oh yeah, I think Joe's biggest thing was he was light in the pants, coming in. I think he weighed in when he reported about 211. And it's hard to survive a Big Ten season weighing that much. We thought about playing him early, but I think once he got into camp and it was hard for him to put on some weight, and he's trying to learn the defense and whatnot. We just didn't feel like he was ready, but he's been everything that we thought he would be, and again, he's making progress and gaining weight and getting stronger and showing up out of practice. When he goes against those ones and twos, he's making some plays. So I've been very pleased with Joe.
He's definitely going to be an outside guy, right?
I anticipate that right now. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be a Will or a Sam, but certainly one of those outside spots. Again, we'll be able to make that determination once we get into to spring practice. They're basically mirrored positions.
Yeah, right.
You know, that Will linebacker for us is to the field whenever the ball's on the hash. That's the only difference. But when the ball's in the middle of the field, like I said, they're mirrored positions. So I think he'll factor into one of those two spots.
Okay.